Everyone, play along. Pretend to be angry and attempt to smile. It's difficult, isn't it? It clearly shows that anger is a roadblock to our happiness. Temper is a natural reaction of the activities around us. But how we react and respond, that creates a difference between unhappiness or happiness. So today I'm going to share some tricks which is not just a positive affirmation, but that is give you a powerful physical tool to identify, understand and shake off your temper. So check it out. Let me share a story with you. Once there was a father, on his birthday, he bought a new car. His family was very happy, very excited, and they planned to go out for a dinner. And when at night they dressed up and come out, father saw that his 7-year-old boy was holding a stone and scratching on their new car. He got furious. With full of temper, he started beating his son. The son said, "No, I'm sorry, please forgive me." But father was very, very furious and he was not able to control himself. The mother came to rescue the child and then child went inside. With the full of anger, father turned to witness the loss done by the boy. And he was surprised to see that boy wrote, "Happy birthday, daddy." So make sure before always give that gap between your feelings and reaction. Few seconds gap. Right? If you have that feeling, control it and before you are start reacting. Because anger is like a fire. If you won't control it, it can burn you, it can burn your own home and your own happiness. So the first trick is to identify it. So we can use a handwriting. So I would recommend that you can copy this sentence to get the best out of this video, or you can grab a piece of your writing. And it is a very simple method. You just have to match the letters and then you can able to relate with it. Then you know that it's there or not, right? The temper. So if the letter T, we are going to see the T bar. So when the T bar is predominantly towards right, it shows temper. So if you can see here, it's like further and further, that enhances the degree of the temper. But again, as I say, that you have to be a bit careful because other factors also affect it. If a person is very rational, he is very logical or very introvert type of person, then maybe you can't even see the temper in that person. But if a person is very impulsive, a very outgoing type of person, then suddenly something happened and within a second you can see the temper. The other factor which can affect the temper is I, the letter I, the I dots. When the I dots are like a jabs, that shows irritation. So irritation or stress that enhances the temper. So we have to see that what are the factors enhancing it or decreasing it. Or like a small starting on the letter, right? Like there is any small straight line over here, right? Small like a tick, right? Starting line over there, that also say about the temper. So just make sure that you are identifying it correctly and try to take the latest handwriting. So if this is there, like the T bar is on the right, the temper is there. But other things like their emotions, their expression that affect the degree of temper. Or once you are having the writing, like for example, if you have a 10 lines of writing, you have to see how many times the stroke is appearing in the writing. So it's just once or twice, then you know very few times the person is showing temper. But now imagine there are 50 T's in that writing and all the 50 times the T bar is on the right side. Then you know the person has more degree of the temper. So the second trick is don't judge, understand, be compassionate. So if you can see this, stroke in your writing, don't think, "Oh, I'm a bad person, I have a temper." No. Temper is a reaction when person don't know how to react in that situation. Then they show the temper and then they think that now temper will take care of it. So it's like a hostility trait which is person will show when they are resisting other people to step on their own ego. So be more compassionate, don't judge yourself as well as anyone else. So the better understanding will help you to overcome this temper. This temper is a learned habit. When child born, they won't have temper or anger. But what happened when they see in their environment, when they see, okay, their parents are having temper or their peers, or they are having that feeling of temper, they experience it, and that's how it got developed. So if it is learned, you learn this thing, and so if you can learn this temper, then you can unlearn it also. So that's why we always say that, kids are the good imitator. So give them something great to imitate. They copy it. So if parents are having temper or anger, they will also copy it. If parents are happy and they are just, laughing all the time, that is what the kids will get to. So be mindful with your actions. Yeah. So the third trick is face off. Because a lot of time we are in a denial mode. We think, no, we won't have a temper. So that's why I say identify. If you can see it, accept it, understand it, and then face off. Then write down the reason why you are getting the temper. Because, these can be some points where you can see that, okay, because of the frustration, because of stress, because a lot of time, even 65% of the employees have the temper or the rage because of the stress. And then fears. What are the fears? Because sometimes people think that I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough. Those fears make them feel very low, and to again protect their ego, they will show the temper. Rejection. They think that, okay, people are rejecting me. If they are saying something, they are rejecting me. So now I want to just push them away from me. And that's why they show the temper. Disappointment. They are disappointed because they have some expectations from others. Like we have expectations from our family members, with our siblings, with our everyone, right? So then they can feel the disappointment because they're expecting a lot from the other people. So it's like a kettle. Imagine yourself as a kettle. More you fill in, more heavier and overwhelmed you feel. Like if you will remove those emotions, remove that heaviness, then you feel lighter. So that's the most important thing, to face off. Face that, okay, I am getting angry. Now what should I do? How should I control my temper? And what are the triggers? So find out those triggers and work on those triggers. So what is your face off? Write down in the comment section below what caused temper in you. Is it frustration or stress? So do write down that. So the fourth and the most important trick is graphotherapy. So graphotherapy is like from writing, if we can see the personality. By changing the writing, we can change the personality. So graphotherapy is a conscious effort to make or do the deliberate change to work on it. But before that, as I mentioned, before starting doing some giving graphotherapy, look out the fears. See what are the fears which is causing the temper. First, we have to work on the fears. When you start removing the fears, you see naturally temper start going. But otherwise, if you see somebody who's writing the T bar, what I was showing, instead of the straight line, it is like a curvy line. It shows self-control. So that person has self-control on his or her temper. But as we know, the T bar goes on the right, that shows temper. Right? So we can see it because the brain is writing in that way. So if we can make it equal both the side, can we do that? So start making the letter T with the equal T bar, then you can able to work on the temper. So it is like physically you are working on your temper, identifying it, and then you are putting a conscious effort. No, I have to work on the temper. But it's not just a one day thing, that one day you write T like this and you say, okay, now I should not have temper. No. Consciously put that effort and keep doing it for minimum 21 days. Because research has proven that it takes minimum 21 days to change someone's habit. So keep writing. Just make sure the T bar is around on the 3/4, coming from left to right and equal both the side. So make sure it should be equal both the side and keep practicing it regularly. every day, right, to see the change. So it is like a, graphotherapy. You can see, okay, by changing the writing I can change the personality. Yes, if by seeing the writing I can tell you the personality, by changing the writing you can do the changes in the personality. So it's like a vice versa process. So first your brain is telling your hand to go and write in this way. By changing that specific stroke, you are telling your brain to think in that way. And of course, they have helped a lot of people, and you can see the change. So the last but not the least, the fifth one is be happy. Because just now we are trying to be angry and just smiling. So this means it's not possible. So if you are happy, means you're not angry. Yale University had done research and find out that the person who is angry and have a stress, they have a weaker immune system. What happens when we are happy? That our brain releases a dopamine chemical, which creates that sense of happiness. But when we are angry, then we had a secretion of a chemical which called adrenaline, which is same, which is cause the fight and flight mood. So if it at times it's okay, but if the continuous temper, what happens? It started making the weakening the immune system, causing the headache, migraine, and high BP. And in some cases, they find out that it can also cause a lot of stress, and temper can also cause heart attack. So be careful. Do the regular exercise. Do the yoga, what they say, right? Meditation, because make you calm down. With the calmness and peace, I want to share one story with you. So there was one monk. He was staying in a very noisy city. He wants some peace, and he thought, okay, I'll go outside, to some countryside, and I'll have a peace. So there was a one big lake, and he took one boat, and he went into the middle of the lake. And then he was like closing his eye, doing some meditation, and suddenly one boat hit his boat. He got angry. Then again, the second time that boat hit, and he was like, why it's happening? Because his eyes was closed, he can't see, and because he was doing meditation. And then when third times it hit, it was like open the eyes, and he was like shouted, and he said, what happening? You can't see that I'm trying to meditate here, and I'm trying to find some peace over here. And then he saw there was nobody is in another boat. The boat was just really calm and just hitting his boat. So then he realized that temper and anger is within himself. It's not created by the outside world. It is within himself. So that is what we have to do by doing the meditation and yoga. We have to make us calm down, be more peaceful. So the first thing is you have to identify it, right? Then you have to understand the why this is happening, to understand without being any judgmental. Then third thing, face off. See the why it is happening with me. Is it causing the frustration or stress? So face off, write down. And then fourth thing, you have to give some graphotherapy. Remember, I was talking about the T-bar, make it equal both the side. So just do that and be happy. Like water calms fire, similarly, knowledge and self-awareness can help you shake off the temper. So lead a stress-free and happy life, to have a healthy life also, and feel stronger. As I say, it's a, if you will feel that with the temper, you feel stronger. No, the person who show the temper, that they are showing their weaknesses. So be more strong, control your temper and control your life, and stay happy and healthy. Do write in the comment section which is your favorite tip and what you are going to use it. Use it, and then also let us know that how it's affecting your life in a positive way. Yes, so do post your comments below and like and subscribe, because we are going to release some more, every week we will be releasing new videos. So do subscribe and press the bell icon. Thank you.